for the designated hitter number 4, Max Winters. Batting second and playing third base, number 9, Matt Williamson. Batting third and playing center field, number 34, Joe Dos Santos. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 13, Lucas Carmichael. Batting fifth and catching number 10, Nate Gorson. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 3, Cole Ragone. And batting seventh, playing right field, number 12, Tyler Burke. Batting eighth and playing second base, number 2, Corey Adams. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 25, Luke Adams. On the mound today for the Tribe, number 33, Owen Pierce. William & Mary's head coach is Mike McCray. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your Virginia Cavaliers, brought to you by season sponsor, Battlefield Automotive. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 6, Griff O'Farrell. Batting second, the center fielder, number 2, Ethan O'Donnell. Batting third and playing third base, number 22, Jake Geloff. Batting fourth and catching, number 3, Kyle Teal. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 8, Casey Southey. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 23, Ethan Anderson. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 21, Colin Tuck. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 34, Harrison Dinowick. And batting ninth and playing second base, number 5, Luke Hansen. On the mound today for your Cavaliers, number 20, Connolly Early. In his 20th season, the Cavaliers head coach is Brian O'Connor. He's assisted by Kevin McMullen, Drew Dickinson, and Matt Kirby. Fans, we, the ACC, are committed to seeing each other as equals, recognizing that our differences don't divide us, but they make us stronger. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please join the Atlantic Coast Conference, our student athletes and coaches, in honoring America for the playing of our national anthem.
wrapping up the 9-game homestand from Davenport Field at Disharoon Park with Atlantic Coast Conference play looming for the Virginia baseball team. Hi again, folks. Welcome back to Charlottesville. Once again, Channing Poole here with you high atop the ballpark as the Hoos get set to face the Tribe of William and Mary. Long-time rivalry in the state of Virginia renewed, with this being the 114th all-time matchup between the two programs. Virginia off to an 11-0 start to the season, recently recording win number 800 in the Brian O'Connor era. Now take on a William & Mary team entering at 7-5 overall, but worth noting that of the Tribe's 5 losses, 4 of them have been by just 1 run. It is an improved William & Mary team, much like we were saying about VMI last week for the midweek matchup, so we'll see how this thing shakes out this afternoon. Another pretty day for baseball, little on the chillier side at 58 degrees and partly cloudy with plenty more wind in the area, but it should be a good day for baseball. Again, with Virginia set to hit the road and open up ACC play against UNC this coming weekend. As we are moments away from first pitch, let's set the batting order for William & Mary this afternoon. Leading off is the designated hitter Max Winters, with Ben Williamson batting second. Williamson plays third base. Joe De Los Santos in the 3 spot is the center fielder, with Lucas Carmichael, the cleanup man, in left field. Hitting 5th and doing the catching is Nate Goranson. It is Cole Ragone in the 6th spot. Ragone plays first base. Tyler Burke, the right fielder, hits 7th. Hitting 8th and playing second base is Corey Adams. And Luca Danos rounds out the order. Danos will play shortstop and bat 9th. Again, the top third for William & Mary goes Winters, Williamson, De Los Santos. Middle third is Carmichael, Goranson, and Ragone. And the bottom third of Burke, Adams, Danos. And that lineup for William & Mary all against Connolly Early, the Cavalier left-hander and third-year transfer from Army, will make what'll be his now 4th appearance of the season and his 3rd start. 2-0 with a 1.69 earned run average. Over 10 2/3 innings, Early has struck out 15 and has walked only 4. 6'3", 195-pound lefty from Midlothian, Virginia in the Richmond area gets set to go against the right-hand hitting Max Winters for William & Mary. First pitch attacking is the right-hand hitting Winters on a fastball down around the knees, and the ball game gets underway at 3:02 this afternoon. Again, 58 degrees, partly cloudy skies overhead, and the wind, seemingly as always this season, whipping out towards right center field. Early the left-hander against the right-hand hitting Winters, and Connolly Early kicks deals, and he missed up and away with a fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Last time out for Early against VMI in the victory last Tuesday. 5 innings of shutout baseball. He walked 2, struck out 8, and threw just 75 pitches, allowing 3 hits as an off-speed pitch here swung on and missed. And the count quickly 1-2 on Max Winters. Virginia allowing just 3 hits in total in that game. They were all singles against Early over his 5 innings of work to pick up the win, his 2nd win of the season. Next one bounces in, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Winters. He is the designated hitter batting out of the leadoff spot, a catcher by trade. Winters at .343 on the season. No homers, 13 runs batted in. 12 hits in 35 at-bats for the now senior Max Winters out of Ocean Township, New Jersey. And the 2-2 pitch now from Early. Fastball. Downstairs, check at first, no swing, says the first base umpire. And the count is full at 3-2. Again, for Early this season, it's been 15 strikeouts, only 4 walks. Opponents batting .229 against him. He's allowed 8 hits over 10 2/3 innings on the year. Now the lefty back to work. Pitch is swung on and skied right side. That'll get out of play. Ethan Anderson weaving his way around the first base umpire. And they share a smile over that unintentional bump. And now, again, 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Winters, who is making Connolly Early work in this first at-bat of the ball game. Early peering over to the top of the glove, kicks the leg, deals, and strike 3 called over the inside corner. Well-placed fastball from Connolly Early, and that's how the ball game gets underway. So Winters is caught looking, and 1 down now for Ben Williamson of William & Mary. Early out of James River High School in Midlothian. and spent the last couple of seasons at Army. Lefty deals, and a called strike over the outside edge to Williamson, 0-1. 30 appearances, 16 starts, and 122 innings over 2 years with the Black Knights. And now again today, his 4th appearance, 3rd start for Virginia. Back-to-back solid starts for Early. Pitch outside, 1-1. Solid might be underselling it, but the term quality start being a recorded statistic, he has not met the benchmark of 6 innings to achieve that statistic. Nevertheless, he has been quality in his outings. Pitch bounced up the middle, ranging is the second baseman Hansen. Off-balance throw to first. That's in time for the out. First time Luke Hansen tested at second, making his first career start. And he looks good doing it, ranging up the middle. Nice backhand and a quick release to first for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down to start the inning. Let's set that defense as now Joe De Los Santos to the plate for William & Mary. Kyle Teal, the catcher and battery mate for Connolly Early. The infield third to first of Jake Geloff at third, Griffo Farrell at short. Luke Hansen again his first start at second base, and Ethan Anderson is at first base. De Los Santos rockets one to right. That ball well tagged. Sauke going back. He leaps at the wall, and that ball is gone. Joe De Los Santos stays hot. Came in hitting .353, pouncing on a first pitch fastball over or maybe even just off of the outside corner, but goes with it the opposite way for a solo home run. And that is the first run that Early has allowed in a start for Virginia this season. It is De Los Santos' 2nd home run of the year and his 9th run batted in. So 1-0 Tribe just like that. Now the left-hand hitting Lucas Carmichael to the plate. 8 righties, 1 lefty in the lineup against the lefty Early today. A fastball strike, and it's 0-1. The outfield left to right for Virginia has Harrison Didowick in left, Ethan O'Donnell, the center fielder. Casey Sauke is in right field. Leaping after that, home run from De Los Santos, but it was ultimately out of his reach. There's a called strike at the knees, and it's quickly 0-2. Like a breaking ball from the lefty Early. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty, 1-0 Tribe. Here in the top half of the first on the De Los Santos home run. And the pitch sweeps off the outside edge with a slider, 2-2. A William & Mary team that comes in hitting .296 as a club, a .319 earned run average. They have been fairly balanced this year and actually playing some good baseball. 1-2 fastball fouled away, and we'll do it again, 1-2. And again, William & Mary team 7-5 might not jump off the page at you, but when you consider 4 of the 5 losses by just 1 run, they have been in every game they have played, and the record, obviously with a little bit of luck, could be better than the 7-5 that it is. Fastball just off the outside corner, and the count even up at 2-2 on Lucas Carmichael. Redshirt sophomore bats from the left side of the plate. He is the team leader with 12 walks, so pretty good sense of the strike zone, and a good job taking that fastball just off the outside edge. Now the 2-2 from Early. Swing and a tapper foul back, and we'll do it again, 2-2. I was going to be curious to see how much Virginia stretches Early out today. His relief appearance, he threw 40 pitches opening weekend. First midweek start against Longwood, he threw 44 pitches. Last time out, 75 pitches. Now the 2-2. Swung on, blooped left side, slicing foul and out of play. And we'll do it yet again, 2-2. Again, a couple of William & Mary hitters, first Winters and now Carmichael, making Connolly Early work in this opening half inning of baseball. 1-0 Tribe on the De Los Santos home run. And the 2-2 pitch lifted the opposite way, slicing towards the line. Didowick gliding over, makes a one-handed grab as he crosses into foul territory, and that'll do it for William & Mary in the top of the first. The Tribe strike first. A solo homer from Joe De Los Santos, and at the end of 1 half inning of play, it's 1-0 William & Mary. Cavalier offense set to go to work when we come back.
Now setting the defense for William & Mary. First base, Cobra Gordon. Playing second base, Corey Adams. At shortstop, Lucas Danos. And over at third base, Ben Williamson. Playing left field, Lucas Carmichael. In center field, Joe De Los Santos. And in right field, Tyler Burke. Catching today, Nate Gordonson. And on and out from the Tribe, number 33, Owen Pierce. The Hoops are due up. It's time to go to work.
Cavaliers have some work to do as we go to the home half of the first. 1-0 Tribe on the solo home run from Joe De Los Santos. And here's how Virginia will counter as head coach Brian O'Connor in his 20th season at the helm puts things together for the 11-0 Hoos as follows. Leading off the shortstop, Griff O'Farrell, with Ethan O'Donnell batting second and playing center field. Jake Geloff hitting third, plays third base, with Kyle Teal, the catcher, making his 70th second consecutive start behind the plate. He bats cleanup. Casey Sauke hits fifth and plays right field. Ethan Anderson, the six-spot hitter at first base. The designated hitter, Colin Tuft, will bat seventh. Hitting eighth and playing left field is Harrison Dinowick. And Luke Hansen, again making his first career start, bats ninth. He is the second baseman, rounding out the lineup for Virginia. All against Owen Pierce, freshman right-hander, deals down and away for ball one to O'Farrell. Fourth appearance of the season, first start for Owen Pierce. Next one, a wave and a miss at a breaking ball, 1-1. Again, the top third for Virginia today goes O'Farrell, O'Donnell, Geloff. Middle third is Teal, Sauke, Anderson. On the bottom third of Tuft, Dinowick, Hansen against Pierce. There's a fastball strike over the inside edge, and it's 1-2 now. Freshman from Fairfax out of Chantilly High School. 6 foot tall, 180-pound righty, kicks, deals, and a swing and a tapper left side. Going to be a tough play for the third baseman charging in. Throw to first on a line from Williamson is in time. That's a veteran making a nice play, charging in to throw out O'Farrell 5-3. One away here in the bottom half of the first inning. Again, 1-0. William & Mary leads. The expectation is about 3 innings max for Pierce. And to be honest, going back through a lot of their box scores, they've done that in many a weekend game as well. It's not just chopping up a midweek game, which leads you to believe, as the pitch to O'Donnell misses outside 1-0, that William & Mary is, at least to some extent, adopting the theory that has taken hold in big league baseball about keeping a close eye on the number of times through an order. And for some guys, that means no more than once, which would cap you at 3 innings. Pitch to O'Donnell is a strike, 1-1 the count. 88-mile-an-hour fastball from Pierce. And the pitch. And off-speed missing away, 2-1. In the high school days, according to Perfect Game, his fastball was topping out around 86. But as of now, scouting report for this season says he will top out at 88, as we've seen already. O'Donnell ropes one to the right side past the diving first baseman Ragone and into right field. O'Donnell, a big turn. He lost his footing, probably trying to just slam on the brakes as he slipped. But nevertheless, he retreats to first with a one-out single. So Virginia has a man at first with one away. And the batter is Jake Geloff now for Virginia. Cavaliers chasing a run home half of the first. Light banks are on even on the sunny Tuesday afternoon. And Geloff, 17 hits and 42 at-bats to start the year. Hitting at .405. 4 homers, 20 runs driven in. Bats with O'Donnell at first and 1 out. Right-hander to the high set. The pitch, breaking ball, popped up right side, slicing towards the line and now out of play. Right fielder Burke gives it a cursory look, but nothing doing there. Deflects back down into the bullpen area of William & Mary down the right field line. No balls, 1 strike to Jake Geloff. Runner at first base with 1 out. Geloff launching his 4th home run of the season in the 8th inning against the Rhode Island Rams on Sunday in that series finale. 0-1 pitch leans back out of the way of a fastball that buzzed the tower a bit. Little chin music from Owen Pierce to even the count at a ball and a strike to Geloff. Again, De Los Santos' home run to the opposite field in the top of the first, the difference in the game right now, very early on. And now the 1-1 from Pierce. That's outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pierce out of Chantilly High School, the Chantilly Chargers. Right-hander was the Concord District Pitcher of the Year as a senior last year in 2022. The 2-1 pitch, breaking ball. There's a strike, and it's 2-2. Also named first team All-Region last year. That after having been named second team All-Region as a junior in 2021. Pretty good two-way player in high school, an outfielder when he was not pitching. His 2-2 pitch, runner goes, swung on, lifted out towards right center field. There's a big gap out there with the center fielder shaded into left center. Around third and heading home, O'Donnell is going to score easily as Jake Geloff splits the gap, going the opposite way, and he's got himself an RBI double. Virginia has answered back immediately. It's Virginia 1, William and Mary 1 in the bottom of the first. Fifth double of the year for Geloff, 21st run batted in. And now Kyle Teal, arguably the hottest bat in the ACC right now, if not certainly the hottest in Virginia's lineup, takes a changeup away, 1 ball, no strikes. Teal hitting at .575 on the season to lead the ACC. 1-0 pitch, bounced it in, 2 balls, no strikes. And Teal coming off a week in which he went 12 for 17 in the wins over VMI and 3 against Rhode Island. Hitting .706 last week, 9 RBIs, 8 runs scored. Pitch off the inside corner, 3 balls, no strikes. Not only that, the final 2 games of the Rhode Island series, he had 4 hit games. The 4th and 5th times in his career he has posted a 4-hit game. Runner at second, 1 out. Swings and ropes one to right field. Another base hit for Kyle Teal, and he's going to get another RBI for his efforts. Coasting into second, he's got an RBI double as Jake Geloff comes in to score from second base. Back-to-back doubles for the Hoos, and Virginia has captured the lead. It's 2-1 UVA in the home half of the first. Fifth double and 16th RBI of the season for Teal. Casey Sauke, the batter. So runner at second with 1 out, and the pitch. And a called strike, fastball over the outside edge, 0-1. Sauke, 14 hits in 43 at-bats this season. Hitting at .326 with a homer and 12 runs batted in. 2-1 Hoos in the first. A look back to second, the 0-1. And strike 2 called. Almost the exact same spot. Same result, 0-2. Teal at second with 1 out, and the 0-2 now. Sauke takes a little bit high, trying to get him a chase a fastball up and out of the zone, but he lays off. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Owen Pierce, the righty, against Casey Sauke, Virginia's right-hand hitting right fielder. And a breaking ball misses away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sauke, 1 home run, 12 runs batted in. Opportunity to add to that RBI total with Teal at second and only one out. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Owen Pierce. Righty deals. And he hit him on the elbow. Or did it get the knob of the bat? He will. And yeah, I was going to say, home plate umpire Joseph Holt did not actually ever signal to first. He indicated foul ball, which would mean it would have gotten the knob of the bat. And Brian O'Connor came out to talk with the home plate umpire and with Casey Salke. And Salke seems to now indicate that that was true. It hit the knob of the bat and not his arm. So Joseph Holt seemingly got the call correct. And without further review, we will have another 2-2 pitch to come now. As Pierce deals way outside. Pops out of the glove of the catcher. Runner breaking for third. There will be no throw. Teal taking advantage of that ball that squirted out of Nate Garanson's glove. So the count has gone full to Casey Salke. Runner now at third with one out, and a swing and a tapper left side over to cut it off. The third baseman Williamson will sling it across the way to first in time for the out, but an RBI in the process for Casey Salke. He's got number 13 on the season. It's Virginia 3, William and Mary 1 here in the first. So thanks in large part to that wild pitch that moved Teal over to third base. Virginia has its third run of the day. 2 outs, bases empty now for Ethan Anderson. And the first pitch to him missing a little bit low with a fastball. 1 ball, no strikes. Anderson, the 6th man to bat in the inning. 3 runs, 3 hits for the Hoos. Anderson rockets one to right center field. The center fielder, De Los Santos, was shaded into the gap in right center on the pole side to Anderson, and he is able to coast in and make the catch, and that will retire the side, even though Ethan gave it a pretty decent ride. We have played 1 complete inning now from Davenport Field at Disharoon Park as we head to the second. Virginia 3, William and Mary 1.
Fans, make sure to visit UVATix.com to get your Virginia baseball season tickets. That's UVATix.com to get your baseball season tickets.
Impressive answer from Virginia's offense after William and Mary puts up a run in the top of the first. The Hoos with 3 of their own on 3 hits. And as we go to the second, Connolly early back to the mound. It's Virginia 3 and William and Mary 1. He'll face the 5, 6, 7 hitters in this Tribe lineup. And Nate Garanson swinging at the first pitch, skies it high in the air to deep left. Didewick is back onto the warning track, fighting the sun. Ends up going down to his knees to make the catch. That's a big league fly ball. Shades on and also using the glove to shield the sun as much as he could and tracked it all the way into the glove for the first out here in the second. Now Didewick, who ran over to the foul line to make the catch to end the first, Difficult play there for the out to open up the second. One out, bases clear now for Cole Ragone. And he bounces one foul outside of third. Tribe third base coach Paul Panic thought about it, but then, pardon the pun, panicked and elected not to go after it. Did the old Olay as that ball bounced by him. Second-year assistant coach Paul Panic. Volunteer assistant Kevin Ketvertis is the opposite way at first base. Pitch from early, a strike, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, base is empty. And the pitch, way outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count to Cole Ragone. 10 hits in 43 at-bats for the Tribe first baseman. .233 hitter on the season. Couple of homers, 10 runs batted in. Richmond native out of Maggie Walker Governor's School. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a changeup. Ragone out in front of it. And that is the second strikeout of the day for Connolly early. And 2 up, 2 down to start the inning. Tyler Burke now to the plate for the Tribe. Again, 2 outs, bases clear, early deals, and a fastball for a called strike near the outside edge, close enough to get the call. Joseph Holt consistently giving maybe a couple of baseballs even off the outside corner, but he's given it to both pitchers at least over an inning plus in this game. Now the left-hander's 0-1. Staying out there, gets a cut and a miss from Burke at an off-speed pitch. Just the second start of the season for Tyler Burke, who has 2 hits in 8 at-bats, 5th game in total in which he has seen action. Freshman starting in right field. The 0-2, that's upstairs. Couldn't get in the chase, and it's 1-2. Shadows from the overhang splitting the area in half between home plate and the pitcher's mound. Stopping shy of the beginning of the mound. Now the 1-2. Bounced it in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Back to the changeup from early, but way down and out of the zone. Two balls, 2 strikes. And now early deals. Swing and a tapper left side. Over to play it. Early drops it. Geloff retrieves it. Does throw to first, but he will have no play. And safely into first is Tyler Burke. And that'll go down, I would suspect, as an E1 on the misplayed ball by early. Now Corey Adams, right-hand hitting second baseman. 2 outs, runner at first. Swinging a ground ball towards O'Farrell. He will go the short route to second, and an easy fielder's choice, and that will retire the side. So runner left at first base at the end of 1 1/2 innings of play. Good shutdown frame from early. We go to the bottom of the second, 3-1, Virginia in front.
Fans, remember to pick up a baseball bingo card at the marketing table behind section 108. If you get bingo before the end of the 5th inning, you can enter to win a Virginia Athletics prize pack.
Bottom third of the lineup for Virginia as we go to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Tuft, Didowick, and Hansen for the Hoos. And the right-hander, Owen Pierce, deals a breaking ball that's fouled back. No balls, 1 strike to Tuft. Once again in the lineup as the designated hitter today. 4 hits in 20 at-bats for the season. No homers, 6 RBIs. And he takes a called strike, 0-2. And the next one swung on, fouled away. So no balls, 2 strikes. Tuft, Didowick, Hansen. Again, Virginia inserting Luke Hansen into the starting lineup at second base. Bit of a rotation now forming not only in that second base spot when you consider Hansen the third different guy to start there. Good breaking ball from Pierce. Gets a swing and miss from Tuft. That is the first strikeout of the ballgame for the freshman Pierce, who came into today 11 strikeouts up against only 5 walks. Over 9 1/3 innings of work. But again, these are sort of the opportunities to give different guys a look, an extended shot. Pitch misses to Didowick, 1 ball, no strikes. And, you know, Hansen has earned the opportunity. He waits in the on-deck circle now for Virginia. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count even up at 1-1. Changeup diving down and out of the zone. But Didowick helped him out a bit. But the rotation at DH is involved many different guys. Tuft, Godbout primarily, swinging a foul tip on a fastball. Caught by the catcher, Garanson, and it's 1-2. I've also seen Stefan get a look there. Now the 1-2, swinging a tapper back over the mound, charging in the second baseman Adams Fields. Off balance throw to first, got it there just in time to get the hustling Didowick. Not an easy play, considering Didowick's speed. And 2 up, 2 down to start the inning. And Hansen takes the first pitch, I think breaking ball, but never really broke either way. Missed well off the plate and also high. Easy take for Hansen. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, Luke has earned this opportunity to start. 5 hits in 9 at-bats. There's a called strike with another breaking ball, and it's 1-1. Interesting, he gets the start, first of his career, against his hometown team in William & Mary. Hansen out of Lafayette High School in Williamsburg. Another breaking ball for a strike. It's 1-2. His high school, Lafayette, just 3 miles from Plumeri Park, where William & Mary plays its baseball games. Next one fouled away on a fastball. We'll do it again, 1-2. So he finally gets a fastball. And now the 1-2. Swinging a ball line towards second base and over the leaping attempt of Corey Adams. A base hit for Hansen. Good piece of 2-strike hitting. Boy, breaking ball heavy in that at-bat from Owen Pierce. Hansen stays hot. Again, I mean, you just keep knocking on the door. You sort of force the hand of the coaching staff to give you a look in the starting lineup. And that's just a nice piece of hitting from Luke Hansen. So make him now 6 for 10 on the season. And now Griff O'Farrell will be the batter. And the pitch. Swing and a ball fouled back. No balls and 1 strike. O'Farrell bounced out to third base in his first at bat. Runner at first with 2 outs. Again, Virginia 3, William & Mary 1, last of the second. O'Farrell trying to bunt for a hit, lays down a beauty. Is there even going to be a throw from the pitcher? No, there will not. Pierce picks it up with a bare hand, looks to first, but nothing doing there. O'Farrell has himself a bunt base hit. So that turns it into a rally for Virginia now with 2 outs. as Ethan O'Donnell will be the batter, and Virginia has first and second with 2 down, and a base hit from O'Donnell could tack on another run. 3 runs, 5 hits now for Virginia to William & Mary's 1 run on 1 hit. Their 1 hit just so happened to leave the ballpark on a solo home run from center fielder Joe De Los Santos. Fastball misses outside, 1-0. And again, we expect Pierce to have a 3-inning cap today. He's already into the 40s in terms of pitch count, and that gets some activity started in the William & Mary bullpen behind him. Couple looks back to second now. Will throw that direction. Close play, but safely back in goes Hansen. Luke Hansen at first, again starting at second base today, and over at first, Griff O'Farrell. It is a right-hander throwing in the Tribe pen. Sidewinder throwing. 1-0 pitch. O'Donnell fouls it off his front foot. That is Brian Craven, the Davidson transfer that is getting loose. It is told that in all likelihood Craven and Rojo Prairie would be the primary relievers used by William & Mary in this game. Try and chop it up. 1-1 pitch now to Ethan O'Donnell. Up and away with a fastball. 2 balls, 1 strike. And again, a typical box score for the Tribe so far this season is 3 pitchers, each going about 3 innings. Obviously, there's some wiggle room therein. Sometimes guys go 4. Sometimes the guy just doesn't have it. But that's been the typical recipe. O'Donnell fouls a changeup away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, while Pierce certainly hasn't been overpowering with the fastball, I'll tell you what he has done is mix 3 pitches. He's done so fairly well. I mean, he has commanded 3 pitches, fastball, changeup, and a breaking ball. More a slider than a true breaking ball, but still. 2-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. Elevates with the heat, and again, mixing off of that changeup makes that pitch look even harder. 87, but he gets the swing and miss, and that is the second strikeout of the inning and ball game for Owen Pierce. Cavaliers mount a 2-out threat, but do not score at the end of 2 complete. Our score remains Virginia 3, William & Mary 1.
The 2023 UVA baseball season is presented by Battlefield Automotive Group. Don't drop the ball on a Friday. Visit Battlefield Automotive today. Leading off for the Tribe, the shortstop, number 25, Luke Danos.
Connolly early back to the bump for Virginia. And his first pitch, a changeup cut on a miss by Luke Danos. No balls and 1 strike. Cavaliers 3, Tribe 1. And this midweek test for Virginia wrapping up the 9-game homestand. So far so good, 8-0 on this homestand. Pitch swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. It was originally supposed to be a 10-game homestand, but this past weekend was also supposed to be a 4-game series with Rhode Island. Friday's game, of course, washed away. 0-2 and a swing and a miss. Connolly early making quick work of Luke Danos. The William & Mary 9-spot hitter is retired on strikes. That's number 3 for early in the ball game. One away in the top of the third. But as things sort of even out for Virginia, the Wahoos did not get the full 10-game homestand, but they did get the bonus home game on opening day in the game against Navy that was relocated from Wilmington here to Charlottesville. Nice backdoor breaking ball to start. Max Winters 0-1. Right-hand hitter who was called out on strikes to open up the ball game. Now the 0-1. Upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. And again, 6 of the next 7 on the road. It's consecutive road weekends to start ACC play, and both in the Research Triangle area. Chapel Hill and then Raleigh, as Virginia will face UNC and then NC State consecutive weekends. Pitch fouled back and out of play. 1-2 to Winters. A note for that NC State series, it's of the Thursday, Friday, Saturday variety. And the pitch, swinging a ground ball back to the mound, hit weakly and handled by Early. Fields with the shoulder square to home plate, trots over underhands to first, 2 up, 2 down to start the inning as Winters is retired. Because of television designations, that series will open up on a Thursday night. So it'll be Thursday at 7, Friday at 6, Saturday at 2. But not to get ahead of ourselves, first things first, we got Carolina this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 6-2-1 the schedule for that 3-game set. Breaking ball down, 1 ball, no strikes to Ben Williamson. Grounded out to second base his first time up. Virginia 3 runs, 5 hits in this game. William and Mary 1 run on 1 hit. It was a Joe De Los Santos home run that put the Tribe in front first in this game, although a lead that was short-lived as Virginia answered back immediately the next half inning to take the lead. Pitch fouled away, 1-1 the count to Williamson. And Early kicks, deals. Upstairs with the fastball. 2-1. Williamson again hitting at .426 entering play today. Right-hand hitting third baseman has already made a couple of nice plays at the hot corner. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Had him out in front of a changeup, 2-2. First team All-CAA selection last year, which was a bit interesting as the numbers were not overly impressive and was almost seemed like it was more on reputation than anything else. Pitch bounced over to third base. Geloff fields, fires to first, and in time for the out. Got Williamson by a half a step. Looks like no protest from the Tribe, and that'll do it for William and Mary on a 1-2-3 inning for Connolly Early here in the third. At the end of 2.5 innings of play, our score, Virginia 3, William and Mary 1, although for a second they had Williamson waiting at first, but now they have confirmed they do not want an additional look. So we'll go to the bottom of the third. Again, Virginia 3, William and Mary 1.
All right, thanks. Turn your attention to Movement for Who Am I? Presented by UVA Health. I was born in Hawaii. I hit my first career home run in 2022 versus William and Mary. And I graduated high school in 3 years. Which Virginia baseball player could this be? Stay tuned to find out more at the middle of the fourth inning.
Freshman right-hander Owen Pierce is back to the mound to, at the very least, start the third inning for William and Mary. He'll face Jake Geloff, Kyle Teal, Casey Sauke, the heart of the lineup for the Hoos, who lead this thing 3-1. 3 runs, 5 hits already for Virginia. And looking to add to it with the big boys coming to the plate this half inning. Geloff an RBI double his first time up. One hopped it off the wall in right center field. His first time up. Takes a fastball inside 1-0. It was 3 straight hits from O'Donnell, Geloff, and Teal that really got Virginia going in that first inning. The 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike at the knees over the outside edge. And it's 1-1. Now the 1-1. Swinging a ball driven towards left, towards the corner. Ranging over goes Carmichael, and he goes into a slide, actually coming in on the ball to make the catch. Shows the third base umpire, Kevin Sweeney, that he held on for the out. And Geloff is retired. He caught it off the end of the bat. It had that angle and trajectory of a home run, but you could tell by the sound he didn't get the best of it. And I think he, in a way, fooled Carmichael off the bat, too, who probably, based on reputation to some extent, was expecting Geloff's ball to carry, but again, not that time. Now Kyle Teal, the batter, takes the fastball up and away, 1-0. Teal, who doubled to right field his first time up. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swings and pops it up, foul back and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Teal's double was his 5th of the season already. Again, he has made now 70 consecutive games starting at catcher for Virginia. Pitch fouled back, and it's 1-2. That is almost unheard of. And he has played in 122 straight games, and that streak goes back all the way to 2021. His first year as a Who. Now the 1-2. That's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball up and out of the zone, and Teal lays off. Next pitch. Down and away with a changeup. About to run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Virginia 3, William and Mary 1. We are in the last of the 3rd inning. Last game of the homestand and last game before conference play gets underway for the Who's. The payoff pitch to Teal. Swinging a ground ball right side into play at the second baseman. Adams fields at the waist. Throws on to first, and there are 2 down. 2 up, 2 down to start the inning from Owen Pierce. It looks as though he will get another batter, as, again, why not after retiring the first couple. About to throw his 55th pitch of the game. Now, one of his outings, pitch count was not available, as the next pitch fouled away by Salke, and it's 0-1. But 50 pitches his first time out against Mercer opening weekend. That was over 3 innings. And 45 pitches last time out against Old Dominion last Wednesday. That was over 3 1/3 innings. Salke fouls the next pitch away. And it's quickly 0 balls and 2 strikes. And now the pitch. Salke thought about it, lays off a breaking ball that misses outside. So 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Virginia 3, William and Mary 1. Salke an RBI ground out his first time up. Bounced the ball over to third that got the runner in from third. He lines the next pitch into left field and has himself a base hit. So no 1-2-3 inning here for Owen Pierce. It's interesting, I mentioned before that Pierce was a 2-way guy in high school, but he's looked pretty good mixing 3 pitches on the mound and was the district pitcher of the year at Chantilly High School last year. Yet Perfect Game rated him as an outfielder, as the 12th best outfielder in the state of Virginia. Coming out of high school last year as a Chantilly Charger. Anderson attacking the first pitch, fouls it off the end of the bat. A little bit early on a changeup. So no balls and 1 strike. Sauke at first with 2 outs. True freshman checks over at first base. First baseman Ragone was sort of straddling the bag, not really totally holding the runner on. Bottom of the 3rd inning, and 2 outs with a runner at first base for Virginia. Shadow from the overhang splitting the mound in half, where Pierce continues to work and again checks on the runner at first. The right-hander Brian Craven continues to warm in that Tribe pen. Sidewinding righty and transfer from Davidson. The pitch. Swing and a miss. A little tardy on a fastball there. No balls and 2 strikes to Ethan Anderson. Sauke a short lead at first. Held on there by Ragone. And the 0-2 pitch now from Pierce. Swinging a ball lined but foul. Left side and out of play. Six-foot-tall, true freshman right-hander Owen Pierce for William & Mary in his 4th appearance of the season, his first career start. And the high set, another check on the runner at first. And again, he's handled himself fairly well considering the setting, the opponent, and again, first career start. There goes the runner from first. Got a running start. Throw down to second base is not going to be in time. Sauke timed up Pierce masterfully right there. And Casey Sauke, who had 6 stolen bases last year, has his first, or beg your pardon, has his second in as many attempts in 2023. So now Anderson with an RBI opportunity. Runner at second with 2 outs. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. He'll have to battle. The pitch is taken just off the outside corner. Changeup that started over the outside edge and then faded running off of that outside corner. And maybe a flinch from Joseph Holt, the home plate ump, but he would not give the call to Pierce. Now his 2-2 offering to the switch hitter Anderson. Batting from the left side is a fastball that runs away. So that'll run it full, 3-2. Three runs, 6 hits for Virginia. 1 run, 1 hit for William & Mary. Pierce looks back at second. Shortstop retreats the pitch. Swung on, fouled back, and we will do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ethan Anderson flied to center field his first time up. That was back in the first inning, and that was how Owen Pierce got out of that first inning after Virginia had put up 3 runs on 3 hits. Another look back at second. The pitch. Check swing did not go. Not even enough for an appeal, it seems. And Virginia now has runners at first and second with 2 outs as Anderson works an extended at bat and gets the free pass. And with Tufts coming to the plate, I wouldn't be surprised if that's it from the right-hander Pierce, considering they have the sidewinding righty ready in the bullpen. Won't know until there's a signal because Daniel Sweeney, the pitching coach, apparently makes all the visits, both just to talk and to make the changes. So he might be deciding while he's on the mound as to whether to stick with Pierce or go to the veteran sidewinder who would be ready in the pen by this point. Right now they appear to just be chatting things over, and he's going to stick with his freshman. And again, I think that the numbers might not tell the whole story, as 3 runs, 6 hits probably doesn't sound overly impressive, but I do think Pierce has handled himself pretty well today. And probably factors into the decision to stick with him here. And, that's not a walk that he seems to be losing his command. That's a lengthy battle that ends up going Ethan Anderson's way. Now Colin Tuft takes a slider outside, 1-0. And also a test. As a coaching staff, you want to see how the freshman responds when you give him an opportunity to face one more batter. Now the 1-0 pitch. Down and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Again, a slider missing. Virginia 3, William and Mary 1, last of the 3rd inning. Virginia with Casey Sauke at second, Ethan Anderson at first. Trying to add to their lead. Swinging a ball fouled back. Got a breaking ball that caught the bottom of the zone. Two balls, 1 strike, the count to Colin Tuft. Pierce got Tuft swinging back in the 2nd inning. Now facing him in the 3rd. The 2-1 is strike 2 called. Well-placed slider over the outside corner. Two balls, 2 strikes. As again from 2-0, Pierce has worked it back even. Opportunity for Tuft. Runners will break with contact. The 2-2 pitch now from freshman Owen Pierce. Swinging a ball hit sharply to second, but gobbled up by Adams. He is almost right next to the base, and he will take it there unassisted for the fielder's choice. That will retire the side, and Pierce indeed works his way out of the jam. So at the end of now 3 complete, our score remains Virginia 3, William and Mary 1.
Season tickets are on sale now for the 2023 Virginia football season. Catch the excitement of game days in Scott Stadium and take advantage of the friendly atmosphere this season with tickets starting as low as $129 and a new 6-month payment plan. To find a plan that fits you, visit uvatix.com. That's uvatix.com. Go Blues! Leading off with the Tribe center fielder, number 34, Joe De Los Santos.
Three inning totals now as Virginia leads 3-1 heading to the top of the 4th. And Connolly early to face the one man who's gotten the better of them. William Mary, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. The 1 hit was a solo home run in the top of the 1st. It came from this man, Joe De Los Santos, who takes a fastball strike, and it's 0-1. Next pitch bounced back to the mound and fielded by Early. Got it off the end of the bat. Nice changeup from Connolly early to induce the weak grounder from De Los Santos. And there's 1 away. Now Lucas Carmichael for the Tribe. Again, Virginia leads 3-1. For the Hoos, it's been 3 runs, 6 hits. Cavaliers have committed 1 error in the game. That was on Early, and a ball bounced back to the mound. Carmichael takes a called strike at the knees, 0-1. Virginia has left 4 runners on base. 2 of those have been left in scoring position. Now the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball bounced in. 1 ball and 1 strike. This next pitch will be number 47 for Connolly Early, who once again has been working efficiently in this game. The 1-1. Called strike 2. Slider sweeps over the outside edge. His counterpart, Owen Pierce, 71 pitches through 3 innings. I have to imagine that his day is done at this point. The 1-2 on the fists, fouled back. 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Up and into the left-hand hitting Carmichael, the lone left-handed bat in their lineup. 1 out, base is empty. And the pitch, just a little high. Didn't miss by much, if at all, to be honest. And that evens the count at 2-2. A little bit of a crouching action from Carmichael to help sell it. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a chopper right side over to play at Hansen on a slide on the outfield grass. Quickly back to his feet, throws to first. Nice play from Luke Hansen at second base. Showing off some range over into the hole on the right side of the infield. Took a deep angle to get to that one. And a little slide to stop it. Throw did hook on him a little bit, but Anderson able to pick him up. So Nate Goranson now, he flied to left his first time up. Takes it just off the outside corner, 1-0. Early again over his prior 2 starts, 4 innings and then 5 innings. Love to see if he might get through 6 today. And again, he's in decent shape to do so pitch count wise. 1-0 pitch misses upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. To Goranson. Last year, 247 hitter with a home run and 15 RBIs. Takes a fastball, strike 2-1. This year already a home run to match that output. And 8 RBIs, more than halfway there. Saw him as a pinch hitter in last year's matchup. Virginia won that game 12-0, by the way. Pitch swung on and skied to right field over towards the gap. Sauke ranging back, still on the run. That ball is off the base of the wall. Goranson into second base. He has himself a double. That ball has some serious carry to it. Again, the wind has been blowing out towards right center field today, and can't help but wonder if that ball was carried out of the reach of Virginia's right fielder. And the first pitch swung on and popped up shallow center. Hansen, O'Farrell, and now O'Donnell in from center, making a diving catch. And that is a fine play for out number 3. Well, with the runner from second breaking with contact, Goranson was going to score. And a heck of an effort from O'Donnell to keep the Tribe off the scoreboard here in the 4th. Put a star by that one, and now at the end of 3.5 innings of play, it's Virginia 3, William & Mary 1.
I was born in Hawaii. I hit my first career home run in 2022 against William & Mary. And I graduated high school in 3 years. And the player is Ethan Anderson. Who Am I is presented by UVA Health. New pitcher in the game for William & Mary, number 30, playing for the Bills. Leading off for your Cavaliers left fielder, number 34, Harrison Dick.
Now the outing is indeed done for William & Mary's starter Owen Pierce. 3 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned. And he makes way for grad transfer right-hander Brian Craven. And the sidewinder sets and deals. A fastball for a called strike, 0-1 to Virginia's Harrison Didewick. It is the 8-9-1 hitters for Virginia. Didewick, Hansen, and the top of the order, and O'Farrell. Next pitch off the outside edge, 1-1. Craven making his now 5th appearance of the season. Actually, 3 of his prior 4 outings were as a starter. 2-2 with an 8.44 earned run average. The 1-1. Breaking ball lifted out towards left field and in on a diving effort. Ball was caught by the left fielder Carmichael. And Didewick somewhat robbed of a hit there.
Batting for your Cavaliers, second baseman, number 5, Luke Hansen.
So 1 out, base is empty, and Hansen, who singled his first time up in an impressive at bat, takes the pitch downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. It's Virginia 3, William & Mary 1. Last of the 4th. And Hansen again with that hit. 6 for 10 on the season. Tough matchup here with the sidewinding righty and a cut and a miss at a fastball. 1-1. Craven out of Hingham, Massachusetts. He played at St. Sebastian's School, a prep school, the Arrows, in his home state. Breaking ball misses away, 2-1. Then started his collegiate career at Richmond, where he spent the 2019 season with the Spiders. Very good as a freshman. 17 relief appearances. He went 2-1. ERA just over 3 and had a save. Hansen fouls the next pitch back. 2-2. 24 innings. He struck out 26 as a freshman, but then decided to transfer to Davidson, which cost him the 2020 season because that was the final year that the NCAA still applied the transfer rules, and Craven was forced to sit out for what ended up being that abbreviated 2020 season. Bouncing ball over to third. Williamson fields right over top of the base, throws to first. Awkward footwork by Ragone, the first baseman, but he's able to keep a toe in the bag, and that is out number 2. I'll tell you, Virginia peppering Ben Williamson at third base. That's the wrong guy to hit it at. He is as sure-handed as they come at third. So 2 up, 2 down now, and the batter for Virginia, Griff O'Farrell, to face the sidewinder Brian Craven. The pitch, slider in there for a strike, 0-1. Craven ended up spending a couple of more years at Davidson. I mentioned 2020 that he sat out. 2021 and last year made a combined 20 appearances. O'Farrell skies one down towards the right field corner. That ball might be trouble. It is a foul ball just to the right of the chalk, then hops up over the wall. And the count 0-2 on O'Farrell. 13 relief appearances in 2021. He struggled. 8 2/3 innings and an ERA up over 16. And then last year, 7 relief appearances. The numbers calmed down, but it was very limited action in his final season at Davidson. So again, 1 year at Richmond, 3 years at Davidson for Craven. Sidewinding righty deals, and the 0-2 missed outside. Almost submarine fastball at 86, but off the plate away. So 1 ball and 2 strikes the count to Virginia's Griff O'Farrell. 2 outs, base is empty. And the pitch. Swing and the ball lifted foul right side. That'll get out of play. Bouncing up on the concourse. Rattling around the seats beneath it. And O'Farrell trying to fight with 2 strikes against him here. Virginia 3, William & Mary 1. Last of the 4th. 2 outs, base is empty in the pitch. Lined but foul. Look out, that protective netting helping the cause there. That ball sent screaming towards the seats, but knocked down by the netting. First base coach Matt Kirby picks it up and flips it into the field level club seats for a souvenir. 2 outs, bases empty. And the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch to Griffo Farrell. Swing and a miss. Fastball bearing down and in on his hands. He is out swinging, and that is a 1-2-3 inning of work for Brian Craven out of the William & Mary bullpen. We played 4 complete in Charlottesville, and our score remains Virginia 3, William & Mary 1.
Virginia baseball is now inviting all youth 18 and under to come to the ballpark free any day of the week. That's right, all kids 18 and under get free admission to all Virginia home baseball games with the purchase of an adult general admission ticket. Online only. Visit UVAKicks.com to learn more.
Hard-fought ball game into the middle innings between in-state rivals Virginia and William & Mary. We go to the top of the 5th. Connolly early back to the hill for the Hoos, and he will face the bottom third of this Tribe lineup. Left-hander's first pitch to Tyler Burke is a called strike, and it's 0-1. Tribe, a team picked to finish 5th out of the 11 teams in the CAA this season by the league's coaches. Now the 0-1. Backdoor breaking ball for a strike. So the count quickly 0-2 on Burke, making his second start of the season. Burke, Adams, and Danos for the Tribe in this 5th. And the pitch. Check swing. And no swing, says the first base umpire. I'm telling you what, though, that should have been a called strike. That caught a ton of the plate, and it was an awkward flinch from Joseph Holt, the home plate umpire. And I think the start of his swing sort of threw him off because that caught a ton of the plate. And the letters as well. Next pitch fouled back. We'll do it again, 1-2. And I mean, he certainly jumped up as if he was about to call it strike 3 and then decided, I'm going to check with the first base umpire. But lost in the shuffle was that early had thrown a strike. Nevertheless, another 1-2 pitch from the left-hander. That one bounced in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The favorites in the CAA this year, the College of Charleston. A lot of the pundits' favorite to actually make a lot of noise and potentially some noise in the NCAA tournament. Pitch swung on, bounced foul outside of third. Picked in second is UNCW, whom Virginia obviously saw opening weekend and blanked by a 7-0 final in that Sunday finale of the Hughes Brothers Challenge. Now Connolly early, back into the windup and the pitch. Check swing up and out of the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And I realized I had been remiss over the weekend in not going back to check on what happened this past weekend in Wilmington, because Columbia was down there to face UNCW. Fastball, foul tipped, caught by the catcher Teal. Justice is served at long last as Tyler Burke is down on strikes. That is strikeout number 4 for Connolly early, so it took a few extra pitches than it probably should have, but Early eventually gets the strikeout, and Burke is down swinging. Well, they played 4 games, and they actually split 2-2. Columbia won the first couple of games, putting up 15 runs in each of the first 2 games. Pitch a called strike, and it's 0-1. And then UNCW answered back with wins in games 3 and 4. Pitch a swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Now the kick and the pitch. Breaking ball drops down and in, 1-2. Not a bad idea, though, from Early. So that Columbia team, again, over the course of the weekend, knew they were going to get a lot better as the season moves along, as their matchups with Virginia were the first of their season. Had a good showing against CAA foe UNCW this past weekend. Another one fouled back by Adams. Count remains 1-2 on the freshman second baseman from Richmond, Corey Adams. Next pitch from Early. Swinging a bouncing ball foul outside of third. 1 out, base is empty. Virginia 3, William and Mary 1 in the 5th. And Connolly Early facing a former high school teammate of Virginia's Jay Woolfolk. Adams out of Benedictine. 2-time All-State selection at Benedictine, on the first team each of the last 2 years. And the pitch down and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Left-hander now rocks and fires. And he just missed inside. Borderline pitch there, really could have gone either way, and it goes the way of the batter, Corey Adams. Bounced into a fielder's choice his first time up. And the count has gone full to 3-2 as Early deals. And there is strike 3 called. No doubt about it that time. Fastball at the knees. Strikeout number 5 for Connolly Early. And back-to-back Ks to open up the 5th. Luca Danos, the sophomore shortstop, now to the plate. Another one of Early's strikeout victims today. Got him swinging back in the 3rd inning. First pitch to the backstop, 1-0. Connolly Early working, 2 outs, base is empty. And a little check swing tapper back towards the mound, third base side. He fields, spins, fires to first, got it there in time. Good job operating under control by Early and out rushing things as he realized he had time to set and throw, which he does. 1, 2, 3 go the Tribe here in the 5th, and at the end of 4.5 innings of play, we are halfway home. Our score, Virginia 3, William and Mary 1. All the offense so far still going back to the opening inning of today's ball game as we now sit bottom of 5. It's Virginia 3, William & Mary 1. The Tribe got on the board in the top of the first on a solo homer from center fielder Joe De Los Santos. Virginia answered back with 3 runs on 3 hits in the bottom half of the first inning, and that remains our score. Some 4 innings later, Ethan O'Donnell fouling away the first pitch of this 5th inning. No balls, 1 strike. 2-3-4 for Virginia. O'Donnell, Geloff, and Teal to face the sidewinder Brian Craven. Craven works from the stretch even with the bases empty. Again, Davidson grad transfer deals, and O'Donnell lashes it but foul. Off to the left side and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to O'Donnell. Finished his bachelor's in political science from Davidson, now pursuing an MBA at William & Mary. Brian Craven, 5'11", sidewinding righty deals, and O'Donnell started to swing, but not even enough for an appeal. He takes it outside, 2-2. Mentioned Craven had some struggles his final couple of seasons at Davidson on the mound. As O'Donnell lines it but foul down towards the camera well. That said, this past summer he was exceptional. Went up to the New England Collegiate Baseball League and pitched for the Sanford Mainers. And 17 appearances, 1 start, 2-3 record. But how about a 1.57 ERA and 5 saves? Pitch fouled away again, and yet another 2-2 pitch to follow. That's pretty good competition in that New England Collegiate Baseball League. The NECBL always draws a lot of players from the ACC and elsewhere. And 23 innings, 26 strikeouts, only allowed 17 hits. O'Donnell, meanwhile, lines one to left, and that's down right on cue for a hit. Dunks it in front of left fielder Lucas Carmichael. And O'Donnell has a leadoff single. Well, Craven got the Who's in order in the 4th inning. Maybe signs of a shifting tide in the 5th with that leadoff single from O'Donnell. Jake Geloff now, he is 1 for 2 with an RBI double and is also flied to left field. Side armor deals and a cut and a miss at a fastball, 0-1. Geloff again hitting up over 400 entering play today. To the set at the belt, Craven deals and a slider in there for a called strike, 0-2. Virginia has won 16 of the last 18 against William & Mary, including that 12-0 win last year. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Geloff got him on strikes, maybe tipped it, but either way caught by the catcher Granson, and that is out number 1. Second strikeout for Craven. So now Kyle Teal with O'Donnell still aboard at first. Last year in that 12-0 win, it was the Devin Ortiz show. Not only did he start and go 5 2/3 innings on the mound, but he also went 2 for 3 at the plate, couple of RBIs, couple of runs scored. That was back on March 1st of last year. Teal showing bunt, pulls it back, takes a breaking ball away, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Teal, who does not have a sacrifice bunt this year, did have one last year. And there is now some activity behind Craven in the Tribe bullpen. Looks like a lefty is going to start tossing. The pitch taken downstairs. And a check on the runner at first. Runner goes, pitch taken down and away, throw to second base, right on the money, and O'Donnell is caught stealing. That was, first, a good pitch to throw on and a ball that missed outside, and secondly, a perfect strike from Nate Garanson, the catcher, for William and Mary. So O'Donnell is caught stealing for the first time this season. Virginia is caught stealing for the first time in a while. Cavaliers had been 17 of 18 prior to that. There's a called strike to Teal. 3-1 now. Teal, who is 1 for 2, an RBI double in the first and a ground out in the third. Pitch outside, that's ball 4.
For your Cavaliers, right fielder
Casey Sauke. Will be the batter for Virginia. See if Craven can out of the jam or if Sauke can turn this into a rally for Virginia. Slider misses outside. And it's 1 ball, no strikes to Sauke. I've been a little confused over the past batter plus because the number of the guy throwing in the bullpen for William & Mary is 8. Well, number 8 belongs to Nick Lachey. Pitch fouled away, and it's 1-1. Initially confusing is the fact that Lachey is an outfielder. But even more confusing is the fact that Lachey is listed as both batting and throwing right-handed. And the guy throwing in the bullpen is a left-handed pitcher. So I am going to bet what I've got that is not Lachey throwing. The problem is I have no earthly idea who it actually is. Another strike to Sauke, and it's 1-2. And this is the tough part when the opponent does not travel with any sort of communication staff. We have no clue who that is. Pitch is swung on and missed by Sauke, and for the moment, it's still Brian Craven working for the Tribe. He gets Sauke on strikes, and that'll do it for Virginia here in the 5th. So a hit and a walk and a man left. And at the end of 5 complete, still Virginia 3, William & Mary 1.
All right, fans, turn your attention to Louisville. Once more for today's edition of the Saber Scramble.
Another start and another chance for left-hander Connolly early to get stretched out for Virginia as the lefty now through 5 innings of 1-run baseball for the Hoos. The pitch count's still very much in good shape. He is at 73 pitches through his first 5 innings of work, and now will face the top of the lineup for the 3rd time. Now going through William & Mary's batting order. Max Winters takes a changeup for a called strike 1. Winters, Williamson, De Los Santos for the Tribe. There is some early stretching going on in the Virginia bullpen, but nothing serious. the next one missing a little bit wide. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Virginia 3, William and Mary 1. Still our score, as it has been since the bottom half of the first. 1-1. Bounced a fastball in. 2 balls and 1 strike to Max Winters. Senior is the designated hitter in this game out of Ocean Township High School. The Spartans in New Jersey. Career record holder for doubles at his high school. Bounces it left side, gets past Geloff from way in the hole. O'Farrell somehow throws him out at first. Griff O'Farrell, almost a no-look throw from way over in the hole and left. And finds his target and beats Winters for out number 1. That was an insane throw from Griff O'Farrell for out number 1. Wow. Understandably still smiling about it. I mean, when that ball got past Geloff, thought there was no chance for an out. It was going to be impressive enough that O'Farrell just went and retrieved it. But then he went ahead and threw him out. Pitch to Williamson, misses away for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Williamson 0 for 2 with a pair of ground outs. There's a fastball at the knees for a called strike, 1-1. One out, base is clear, and early kick steals. Swung on, lifted to center field, chasing back O'Donnell, still going back. He's back at the warning track, leaping at the wall, and that ball is gone. Williamson still racing around the bases, not realizing that a home run has been signaled, and now slows into a trot as his third base coach notifies him of the good news, and that is amazingly only the 3rd hit, but the 2nd home run for the Tribe offense today. They pull within 1 run. It is a 3-2 ball game on the solo homer from Ben Williamson. Again, the wind blowing straight out, and I think that was just enough to carry it out of the reach of O'Donnell. And now you got to deal with Joe De Los Santos. And that's got to get Virginia's bullpen active as well. And it looks like it will. The 1-0 pitch. De Los Santos skies one. This one playable for O'Donnell, drifting into right center field. Now coming in a step, makes the catch. That's out number 2. So 2 gone here in the top of the 6th. And the batter is Lucas Carmichael. Carmichael 0 for 2. He has flied to left and grounded out to second base. So Virginia clinging to the 1-run lead. Lefty against lefty. Again, Carmichael, the 1 lefty bat in the lineup. And takes a called strike. 0-1. Connolly early into the 80s in terms of pitch count for the first time this season. Pumps in another strike called. So 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1. Check swing and a ball up and out of the zone. Yes, he did, says the third base umpire Kevin Sweeney. Carmichael is down on strikes, and that is number 6 for Connolly early this afternoon. Nice bounce back after the solo homer to Ben Williamson, and he is through 6 innings for the first time this season. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, it's Virginia 3, William and Mary 2.
Anderson.
'Ethan Anderson set to lead things off for Virginia. 6-7-8 for the Hoos, and all of a sudden, a one-run ball game. Thanks to the solo homer last half inning from Ben Williamson. It's Virginia 3, William & Mary 2. Anderson takes the pitch away. 1 ball, no strikes. Craven deals and a bouncing ball up the middle, ranging. That's out of the second baseman's reach and into center field. Ethan Anderson has a leadoff single, and the Hoos are in business now with Colin Tuft coming to the plate. Tuft shows bunt, drops it down, foul back, and the count 0-1. Again, Tuft trying to lay it down and advance Anderson. He pulls it back as the pitch misses wide. Count even up at a ball and a strike. Snap throw down to first from the catcher, Goranson, and Anderson back in safely. So ball and a strike to Tuft, who is 0-for-2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Bunt play stays on. He pulls it back again as a fastball from Craven misses up and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, Craven deals. Tuft drags it third base side. Williamson in to play it. Taps the glove, throws to first. Successful sacrifice from Colin Tuft. He does his job. It goes 5-3 on the putout. And for Tuft, that is his first sacrifice bunt of the season. So Virginia trying to reestablish that 2-run separation. And they have a man at second with 1 out. Harrison Didowick is the batter. Lefty continues to throw in the bullpen. And again, Didowick takes a backdoor breaking ball away. After Didowick, it's Hansen and then O'Farrell. For the only time in the lineup, consecutive right-handed hitters, Hansen and O'Farrell. So that might be the end of the line for Craven. Pitch swung on, driven down the right field line. That's a fair ball, and 2 hops off of the wall. Over to play it is Burke, the right fielder, around third, and heading home is Ethan Anderson in to score, and Harrison Didowick replaces him at second with an RBI double. So Didowick does indeed reestablish that 2-run lead for the Hoos. He's got his 3rd double of the year and his 13th RBI. Now Hansen takes a breaking ball, down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at second, 1 out, the pitch. Another breaking ball, again in there for a strike. He's had pretty good location with that secondary stuff from that sidearm delivery point. Runner at second, 1 out. The 1-1 pitch to Hansen, Williamsburg native. A cut and a miss and a fastball, and it's 1-2. Again, went to high school some 3 miles from the William & Mary campus and now makes his first career start against the hometown team. 1-2 pitch now from Brian Craven. Swing and a ball lined, but foul right side. So Hansen hanging tough with 2 strikes against him. Singled back in the second, grounded out in the fourth. His classmate Didowick at second, and a front door breaking ball missing inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Virginia 4, William & Mary 2. Thanks to the RBI double from Harrison Didowick. Talk about letting the wind out of the sails, getting that run right back just as William & Mary creeps back to within a run. Cavaliers answer immediately. 2-2 pitch, swung on, lifted out towards right center field. Converging are De Los Santos and Burke. It'll be De Los Santos, and he dropped the ball. Under it on the warning track, just waiting on it, and he drops it. Around third, heading home, throw is cut off, as in to score is Didowick, and Hansen ends up at third base at the end of it all. Well, what looked like it was going to be a routine fly ball for Joe De Los Santos in center ends up with another Virginia run, and Hansen standing on third base. An E8 and an extremely costly one. Infield now in all the way around for William & Mary as it's 5-2 Hoos, and O'Farrell is hit by the pitch. So that puts runners at the corners with 1 out. Lefty ready in the bullpen, and O'Donnell coming to the plate. Will the Tribe make the move? 2 runs home in the inning already, and a chance for more with runners at the corners and 1 out. Again, this would seem to be the spot to make the move, and it looks like the Tribe are thinking exactly that. Daniel Sweeney, second-year pitching coach, with the quick sign to the bullpen, and they are going to make the move. So they want the lefty to face Ethan O'Donnell. And Nick Lachey is coming in out of the pen for the Tribe. So with Hansen at third and O'Farrell at first, we will step aside. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. 2 runs already home in the inning, but Virginia looking for more. It's the Hoos 5, the Tribe 2. Left-hander Nick Lachey comes out of the William & Mary bullpen now. Fairfax native out of Westfield High School. 5'9", 190-pound lefty, making just his second appearance on the mound this season. 3 scoreless innings in his first time on the hill. Allowed 4 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 1. He faces Ethan O'Donnell and misses outside with a breaking ball, 1-0. It's Virginia 5, William & Mary 2. But here in the 6th, Cavaliers looking for more. They've already put up a couple of runs in the inning and have runners at the corners with 1 out. Pitch is swung on, fouled away to the left side and out of play. Meanwhile, Jake Berry is throwing in Virginia's bullpen. But Virginia with a chance to add to the distance. Golden opportunity here. Middle infielders back, looking to turn two corners in for William & Mary with Hanson at third, O'Farrell at first, the 1-1. Swing and a ball skied out towards center field. Starting back now, racing in is the center fielder De Los Santos. Leaves no doubt about it this time to squeeze it, then flips back into second. Tagging and scoring from third is Luke Hanson. RBI in the sacrifice fly for Ethan O'Donnell. It's now Virginia 6, William & Mary 2. Good job executing there for O'Donnell, who has his 7th RBI of the season. And now Jake Geloff to face the lefty Lachey. Lachey, who has seen much more time as a position player than as a pitcher. Not in the starting lineup as a position player today, despite hitting .300 and having played in all 12 games. And he is going to face one batter. So with Jake Geloff due, William & Mary is going to go back to the bullpen and now bring on a righty. So we will tell you more about the latest William & Mary pitcher, the 4th of the game. The one-batter matchup that's been outlawed in Major League Baseball actually for a couple of years now, but not at the collegiate game. And so new pitcher on for the Tribe. Tell you who it is and more about him when we come back in a moment. It's Virginia 6, William & Mary 2. New pitcher for William & Mary is the grad student right-hander Rojo Prairie. Lake Braddock High School out of Northern Virginia. 5'11" righty, wears number 27 for the Tribe. He is the 3rd pitcher of the inning. It's Virginia 6, William & Mary 2. A runner at first base and 2 outs. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Jake Geloff, the batter for Virginia, to face Prairie. And Virginia faced Prairie last year in the matchup on March the 1st that Virginia won 12-0. Prairie, who deals a 92-mile-an-hour fastball at the knees for a strike. Now, Prairie was the starter in that game. 2 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Walked 1, struck out 4, and took the loss. Pitched down and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Prairie this season making his 4th appearance. No record and no ERA. How about 8 scoreless innings for him and a save? Righty deals. Swinging a bouncer back to the mound. Fielded by Prairie. He will trot over underhand to first. Geloff is retired and the inning is over, but not before. The Cavaliers put up another 3-spot, answering the one from William & Mary in the top of the inning, just as they did in the first. Solo homer from the Tribe. That means 3 runs for Virginia the next half inning. After 6 complete, it's the Who's 6 and the Tribe 2 as we head to the 7th.
Fans, do you want tickets to all home baseball games this year and get access to the best available seats? New for the 2023 season is the Cap Pass. With the Cap Pass, you can select your own seat anywhere in the stadium 48 hours prior to game time based on availability. Call the ticket office at 434-924-8821. Again, that's 434-924-8821. Presented by Charlottesville Gas. Out of the bullpen, number 30, Kevin Jackson, pitching for Virginia. Charlottesville Gas reminds you to always call Virginia 811 before you dig. www.charlottesville.gov/gas.
Last year at Army, Connolly Early went 6 or more innings on 9 different occasions. He has done it for the first time in 2023. 6 innings of 2-run baseball, and his day is done as he makes way for the first year. Kevin Jackson, now out of the Cavalier bullpen. First year from Congers, New York, and Don Bosco Prep in New Jersey, will face the 5, 6, 7 hitters in this William & Mary lineup. Fastball appeared to catch the inside corner, but Jackson does not get the call. 1 ball, no strikes to Nate Garanson. After Garanson, it's Ragone and Burke. And a fastball this time in there for a strike, 1-1. For Kevin Jackson, his 3rd appearance of the season. 2 prior appearances, 2 scoreless innings. No walks, 3 strikeouts, and just 1 hit allowed. Another fastball, and strike 2 called. Top of the 7th, it's Virginia 6, William & Mary 2. Costly error leading to a couple of unearned runs last half inning. Breaking ball misses down and away. Your 6-inning totals for William & Mary, it's been 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, 2 runners left on base. 1 of those 2 left in scoring position. For Virginia, 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, 6 runners left on scoring position. 2 of those, or I beg your pardon, 6 runners left on base, and 2 of those left in scoring position. Again, 2-3-1 for the Tribe, and 6-9-1 for Virginia. Fastball from Jackson, swung on and missed by Nate Garanson. And how about a strikeout for Jackson to start the outing as he opens up the 7th, the same way that Connolly Early ended the 6th. A swinging K, and now Cole Ragone for the Tribe. 1 out, base is clear. Jackson, 6'4", 215-pound righty. Wears number 30 for the Who's and flips in a breaking ball for strike 1. Jake Berry continues to throw behind him in the Virginia pen. Again, a breaking ball. Down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. To the right-hand hitting Cole Ragone. He is 0 for 2. A strikeout and a flyout today. The 1-1. Fastball, very tardy. 91 down around the knees, maybe even beneath them. And it's 1-2. Jaxel peering over the top of his glove, now kicks, deals. Spinner foul at the plate. We'll do it again, 1-2. Cavaliers, the white home uniforms today. Virginia in blue cursive across the chest. Blue numbers in the lower left side of the uniform and in the back as well. Matching white pants. Blue cap with the orange brim for the Who's, and of course, the V-Sabre logo on the front of that cap. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball line to center field and in for a base hit. A little bit of a hanger. Not a terrible location. I mean, he got it over the outside part of the plate. Credit to the Tribe hitter, Ragone, with going to get it. And now Tyler Burke is going to be called back for a pinch hitter for William & Mary. And Charlie Iriotakis will bat. So he takes over in the 7th spot in the order here in the 7th inning. And a fastball a little bit low for ball 1. Runner at first base, 1 out. Virginia 6. William & Mary 2. Cavaliers putting up 3 runs in both the 1st and 6th innings. Solo homers for William & Mary in both the 1st and 6th innings. The 1-0 fouled back. And it's even up at a ball and a strike to Iriotakis. Charlie Iriotakis from Toronto, out of St. Michael's College School north of the border. And getting an opportunity to pinch hit here in the 7th inning and play the matchup after the left-handed starter removed. So far this season, Iriotakis 5 for 17. And he watches the next one miss up and away from the right-hander Jaxel. 2 balls, 1 strike. Slightly different vibe to this one for Kevin Jaxel. He faced Longwood in the 26-2 win, Rhode Island in a 10-0 win. Fastball fouled back, and it's 2-2. Really has only been a part of extremely lopsided affairs, but slightly heightened intensity in this one. Again, he's been very good both times and is rewarded with the higher leverage situation here. 2-2 pitch. Just missed. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. To Joseph Holt's credit, that did appear to run just off the outside corner. He has been willing to give that at times today, but again, it did appear to miss just wide. Now the 3-2 pitch, runner holds. Swinging a ball lifted out towards left field. Didowick shading his eyes, has a beat on it, reaches up to make the catch. And that is out number 2. So Iriotakis retired, and now Corey Adams will be the batter. Again, runner at first, now 2 outs. Virginia 6, William & Mary 2, and the top of the 7th. And now the freshman second baseman, Corey Adams, will bat righty against righty. Fastball swung on and missed, 0-1. There is one small patch of sunlight between the overhang and the concourse that is casting some sunlight behind Ethan Anderson, where he holds on the base runner at first. Otherwise, the entire infield covered by the shadows from that overhang. And Sauke in right field standing in the shadows. The center and left fielders for Virginia, O'Donnell and Didowick, are still standing in the sun and both using their gloves to shade their eyes as Jaxel deals the 0-1 pitch now. Long hold, here it is. And he missed a little bit high with a fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Corey Adams grounded into a fielder's choice in the 2nd. He was then called out on strikes in the 5th inning. Those at bats both coming against Connolly early. Now a breaking ball strike from Jaxel, and he's ahead of Adams, 1-2. Again, Connolly early, very good today. 6 innings of 2-run baseball. His first quality start in a Virginia uniform. No walks, 6 strikeouts. Jaxel throws high to first. Anderson leaping up to secure it. Then tried to deke the base runner into thinking that the ball had gotten away. But neither Ragone nor Tribe first base coach Kevin Ketvirus had any thoughts of believing that Anderson had not caught the ball. Another check on the runner at first. Now Jaxel ready to go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs and a runner at first, and a swing and a miss with a fastball. Jaxel gets his man, and that will retire the side. Couple of strikeouts in the inning for the first year Jaxel. A 1-out single, but nothing further for the Tribe. And at the end of 6.5 innings of play, it is stretch time here in Charlottesville. We will go to the bottom of the 7th and step aside to the sounds of "Take Me Out of the Ball Game." After 6.5 innings of play from Davenport Field at Disharoon Park, it's Virginia 6, William and Mary 2.
The 7th-inning stretch is presented by the Joint Chiropractic. Leading off, number 30, Kyle Teal.
Middle third of the lineup for Virginia as we are all stretched out in Charlottesville. Kyle Teal leading things off and attacking a Rojo Prairie fastball. Fouls it away, 0-1. Teal, Sauke, and Anderson for the Hoos against the right-hander and grad student Rojo Prairie. Virginia 6, William and Mary 2, last of the 7th inning. And Prairie off the first base side of the rubber, kicks and deals. Bounced it in, 1 ball and 1 strike. Mentioned it last inning, Prairie got the start against Virginia last year. He's really built himself into one of their better pitchers over the course of his career. Just 5 relief appearances as a freshman, 7 as a sophomore. Teal fouls it away left side. Will there be room for Williamson? He's up on the tarp, but that one is up on the berm. 1-2 the count to Teal. 11 appearances in 2021, and then last year 15 appearances, 5 of which were starts. As he built up to 32 1/3 innings, by far the most he had thrown in a season for William and Mary, and now they expect to use him heavily this year. The 1-2 missed upstairs, 2-2, 94-mile-an-hour fastball that time on the right-hander Prairie, but also well up and out of the zone. And again, so far entering this outing today, 8 innings, no runs. Teal swings, fouls it off his foot, and the count 2-2. Teal in this game is 1 for 2, an RBI double back in the first. He has also walked, again hitting up over 500 entering play today. 2-2, swung on line, center field, slicing away from the center fielder. De Los Santos has to play it on a hop, and Kyle Teal with yet another multi-hit game. So he's 2 for 3, and Casey Sauke will be the batter. Teal came in hitting at .575. And that average should go up a few points again with a 2 for 3 today. Last of the 7th, Virginia 6, William & Mary 2. Casey Salke, he's 1 for 3 today. Prairie from the belt, the pitch. And he missed low with a fastball, 1-0. First pitch thrown at 58 degrees just after 3 o'clock today. We are now down to 53 degrees as the sun begins to set over Charlottesville. Bouncing ball to second might be 2. Adams flips to short. There's 1. Relay to first is in time. Danos really fired it over to first to complete that 4-6-3. Twin killing, and just like that, the leadoff single is erased. Tell you what, Cole Ragone has had some interesting footwork around first, almost making it look as though he is struggling to locate the base, but a couple of times that has happened, and he has been able to hold the bag for the out. Now Ethan Anderson, the batter. Switch hitter batting left, takes a fastball down. 1 ball, no strikes. Jake Berry continues to throw for Virginia. It would appear he would get the 8th. That old Berry-Wolfolk combination for Virginia. Anderson lines one left center field. That ball looks like it'll get down, and indeed it will. Another base hit for Anderson, who wants 2. Throw comes back into the cutoff man, and Anderson dives in headlong with a 2-out double. And Virginia's in business once again. Second hit of the day for Anderson and his 7th double of the season. And now, with 2 outs and a runner at second base, Virginia will play the matchup and bring up a left-handed pinch hitter. And Anthony Stefan will get an opportunity here in the 7th. Runner at second with 2 outs. And a swing and a miss at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Stefan 4 for 6 on the year with a double and 3 RBIs. Had some at-bats over the weekend and made the most of them, and now gets a chance here to drive home a runner from second. The 0-1 pitch. Prairie a slide step, and he missed down. 1 ball, 1 strike. Made that slide step look a little bit uncomfortable and noticeably dropped in velocity as well. 1-1 the count to Stefan. Now the 1-1. Swing and a foul ball back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Tuft finishes 0 for 2 with a sac bunt. And now Anthony Stefan, the second year from Ridgewood, New Jersey. 25 at-bats last year, and again 4 for 6 so far this year. Can he cash in for Virginia? The 1-2. Missed outside, 2-2. Stefan had an exceptional summer in the Northwoods League, hitting .340. Won the Northwoods League Big Stick Award, highest batting average of any first baseman in the league. That .340 clip. Runner at second, 2 outs. 2-2, and he popped him up. Shallow center field, racing in De Los Santos. He's got a beat on it. Makes a one-handed grab, and that will retire the side. So runner left at second after the 2-out double from Anderson, but we will go to the 8th still. Virginia 6, William & Mary 2.
points. So that's saying it's really cold. So really cold.
Now, Chief for your Cavaliers, number 32, Jake Berry. Then changing for Luka Dennis for William and Mary, number 6, Noah Zertuch.
New pitcher for Virginia as we head to the 8th, and it is the left-hander Jake Berry taking over. 6 innings of 2-run ball from Connolly early. Kevin Jaxel for a scoreless 7th. And now Jake will come on for his 5th appearance of the season, tied for the most on the staff with Jay Woolfolk. And he deals a first pitch fastball swung on and fouled away. And no ball. 1 strike count to Noah Zertuch, who gets the pinch hit opportunity here in Luka Danos' spot in the order. And Zertuch takes a called strike. Quickly 0-2. Berry pitched against William & Mary in last season's matchup, the 12-0 Virginia win. 1-2 pitch popped up foul right side and out of play.
That foul ball was sponsored by Taylor's Auto Body.
Worked an inning and a third scoreless in that matchup. Lefty off the third base side of the rubber, kicks, steals. Swing, and he fouls it back again. No balls, 2 strikes. Now Berry winds again, deals, and a swing and a bouncing ball out towards short, into field at O'Farrell. Fires on to first in plenty of time, and there's 1 away. Now for Berry, in those 4 prior appearances, does have 1 save. 9 2/3 innings of scoreless relief. 12 strikeouts, only 3 walks, and only 2 hits allowed. He has been downright outstanding for Virginia. Now the top of the order, and Max Winters. And a swing and a bouncing ball foul outside of third. Berry back into the windup, the 0-1. That one skipped in. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Winters, who's been 0 for 3 so far in the game today. We are in the top of the 8th inning. It's Virginia 6, William & Mary 2. Cavaliers 6 runs on 11 hits. Another double-digit hit output for the Hoos. And Berry's pitch is swung on and sky to right side. Shallow right field. Hansen back from second, called off by Sauke, who comes in to make a one-handed catch. And that is out number 2.
Back for the tribe, number 9, Ben Williamson.
Now Ben Williamson, he of the solo home run off the batter's eye in his last at-bat. That came in Connolly Early's last inning of work today, the 6th. Fastball missed outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Berry, the 6-foot, 10-inch lefty out of Great Falls, Virginia. And he misses down with a changeup. 2 balls, no strikes. On Ben Williamson, a couple of groundouts ahead of that solo home run. Again, possibly wind assisted to some extent, but obviously hit it well to get it out to center regardless. Fouls away the next one off the bottom of the overhang. Bounces back onto the field of play, and Kyle Teal scampers out to retrieve it before it gets to the pitcher's mound. 2 outs, bases clear, top of the 8th. And Barry, the lefty, against the right-hand hitting Ben Williamson. Now the kick and the pitch. Swing and a foul ball back into the backstop. Fastball a little bit off the outside corner, but Williamson goes reaching for it. And the count now 2-2. Barry worked an inning and 2/3 in Virginia's 12-6 win over Rhode Island on Saturday. The 2-2. That one bounced in. And the count is full at 3-2. So full count to Ben Williamson. Senior right-handed hitter came into today hitting up over 400. And again already has a home run in the game. First team all-conference selection last year. The 3-2 pitch, that's down and in for ball 4. Really something that has not been much of an issue for Barry this season, but he allows a walk there and now has to contend with the other guy who has homered in this game, and Joe De Los Santos. De Los Santos got the scoring started with a home run in the top of the first inning. Takes a called strike here from Barry, 0-1. He launched a ball into the bullpen the opposite way in the first. Takes a fastball over the inside edge for strike 2. Leaning back out of the way, trying to sell that it was inside, but that caught plenty of the zone. And the count 0-2. Credit to home plate umpire Joseph Holt. Runner at first, 2 outs. And the 0-2 from Barry. Right there for strike 3 call. Fastball to freeze him. Barry has a strikeout and the inning is over. At the end of now 7.5 innings of play from Davenport Field at Disharoon Park. Virginia 6, William and Mary 2.
Fans, bring your family to Disharoon Park to enjoy our Sunday game days. Every Sunday we'll have inflatables, a balloon artist, post-game autographs, and kids running in the bases. And don't forget, game tickets are free with a purchase of an adult general admission ticket. Visit UVAtickets.com to learn more. Leading off 40-year-old Cavaliers, left-hander number 34, Harrison Diddley.
Virginia 3 outs away from completing the perfect homestand. But first things first, looking for a little bit of insurance. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Wahoos 6, the Tribe of William and Mary 2. And Harrison Diddlewick takes a breaking ball down and away. 1-0, Diddlewick, Hansen, and O'Farrell. And a swing and a ball skied to left field. Lucas Carmichael calling for it, calling off the shortstop, and again cannot come up with it. Racing into third base goes Diddlewick. For the second time today, a Tribe outfielder with all kinds of trouble on what otherwise looked like a routine fly ball. And Virginia, the beneficiary is Diddlewick, ends up at third base at the end of it all. It almost looked like for a split second that the oncoming shortstop had Carmichael unsure of himself, but, I mean, he just did not make the catch. Now Hansen swings and skies it right side and out of play. And it's 0-1. Infield comes in all the way around for William and Mary, third to first. And Hanson with a golden opportunity to tack on a run here. The 0-1. Breaking ball for a strike. And it's 0-2. So Hanson's going to have to battle now on the pitch. Fastball is high. Well, Didowick has been given credit for a triple, so. Well, nevertheless, Hanson in a 1-2 hole, the pitch that misses outside. Fastball off the plate away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I guess the ruling that the sun partially impairing the ability of Carmichael to make the catch. The problem with that is that he had to come so far in. I thought he was out of the space where the sun would really be too much of a factor. Ground ball up the middle. That's through for a base hit. Hanson delivers an RBI single as he gets it past the drawn-in Tribe infield. Virginia 7, William and Mary 2. Now the top of the order in O'Farrell. And a check on the runner at first. There's been a double-barreled activity throwing in William & Mary's bullpen throughout this half inning. So we'll see how long they are content to stick with the right-hander Prairie here. Fastball skied right side. Will it be playable, or Iriotakis crossing into foul ground and runs out of room? By the way, Zertuch, who pinch hit, stays on to play second base for the Tribe. And Corey Adams moves from second to shortstop. Now the 0-1. O'Farrell shows bunt, pulls it back, and that one goes to the backstop. Wild pitch to advance Hanson into scoring position. So Virginia has a runner at second with still nobody out in the inning. 1 ball, 1 strike to O'Farrell. And the pitch, swinging a ground ball left side, handled by Williamson. Looks the runner back, throws to first. And that is out number 1. 5-3 on the putout. Still a man at second. Now with 1 out in the inning. Ethan O'Donnell, who's had a busy day, couple of hits, runs scored, also picked up an RBI and a sacrifice fly. Runner at second, 1 out, the pitch. Line but foul left side. And it's 0-1. Look back to second from Prairie, make that 2, and now to the plate. Big breaking ball. I guess a little high. Certainly didn't miss by much. 1 ball, 1 strike to O'Donnell. Virginia 7 runs, 13 hits now. Fastball hit sharply to short, handled by Adams, who just moved over from second base, and he throws low and wide to first. First baseman Ragone able to keep it from getting away, but he can't stay on the base. Another William and Mary error. This one on the throw from the shortstop, Adams. I guess I shouldn't say another because the drop fly ball earlier this inning was not ruled an error, but nevertheless, the defense for the Tribe letting down Prairie in this inning. And it's men at the corners with one out. Now for Jake Geloff, who has a chance to break this thing wide open. Fastball popped up, back of second. Second baseman Zertuch will make a one-handed catch and run it back in to watch the base runners back. So 2 outs and runners at the corners now for Kyle Teal. Virginia has Hanson at third, O'Donnell at first. And with 2 outs, the catcher, Nate Goranson, will set the defensive alignment, I think in part in case Virginia thinks about running a first and third steal play. Decent speed aboard if they were to choose to do so. Teal, a wave and a miss. Out in front of a first pitch changeup. 0-1. Jay Woolfolk has been throwing this half inning in Virginia's bullpen, even though it is not a save situation. Looks like he might get the 9th. 0-1, missed downstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. Seven to 2 Hoos, but an opportunity for more. And Teal fouls it back, 1-2, especially with the way Kyle's been swinging the bat. 2 more hits today. He's 2 for 3 with a walk, an RBI, and a run scored. Came in hitting .575. Fresh off consecutive 4-hit games. And he's got another multi-hit game this afternoon. 1-2 the count. Prairie from the belt, the pitch. Swinging a hard hit ball to short, but gobbled up by Adams. He'll just walk over, pump fake the throw actually, then step on the base. 6 unassisted on the fielder's choice, and the inning is over. Virginia gets a run here in the 8th inning. And at the end of now a complete, lead it 7-2. Looks like Jay Woolfolk coming in to lock it down for the Hoos. When we come back, again, we go to the 9th. Virginia 7, William and Mary 2.
Don't drop the ball on our pen. Visit Battlefield Automotive today.
Right-hander Jay Woolfolk on to lock it down for Virginia as we go to the 9th. Wahoo's in front by a 7-2 score. And for Woolfolk here in the 9th inning, he will face the middle third of this William & Mary lineup. Scheduled hitters, Lucas Carmichael, Nate Garanson, and Cole Ragone. And Woolfolk, who takes over for the team leading 6th time this season, kicks, deals. And a little bit low, 1 ball, no strikes. Woolfolk 1-0, also has a save. A 1.59 earned run average. He's worked 5 2/3 innings, 7 strikeouts, no walks, has only allowed 1 hit. 1-0, swing and a miss. Carmichael tardy there. And it's 1-1. Jay working in the finale against Rhode Island. Backdoor breaking ball missed away. 2 balls and 1 strike. A scoreless inning. Now back into the windup, the 2-1. Swing and a foul tip. 91-mile-an-hour fastball from Woolfolk. Also pitched in last week's midweek win over VMI. That was a 3-0 win, and he got the save, his first career save in that outing. Now the 2-2 pitch to Lucas Carmichael. Swing and a ball fouled away left side. Count remains level at 2-2. Early, Jacksel, Berry, and now Woolfolk. Connolly early was great. Again, 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. No walks, 6 strikeouts. The 2-2. Just off the outside edge, 3-2 the count. Tried to bring it back over that outside corner, but missed. And so 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's the count to Carmichael. Redshirt sophomore from Matoaka High School. And a ball lifted out towards left center field, fairly well tagged. Didowick's going to have to go race that down. That ball cut off in the gap, but he is going to be sliding in at second with a leadoff double. So just the second hit allowed by Woolfolk this season is a leadoff 2-base hit for Lucas Carmichael, his 5th double of the year. And now Nate Garanson will bat for the Tribe. A couple of juniors from New Jersey chatting at the plate. Garanson and Teal, both the catchers for their respective teams as well. Fastball just missed. 1 ball, no strikes. Garanson from Millville, New Jersey. Woolfolk's 1-0 pitch. That one farther off the outside corner than the prior pitch, but I guess it all evens out. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Garanson, former Millville High School Thunderbolt. Runner at second base, nobody out here in the 9th. And the 1-1 pitch from Jay Woolfolk. Swing and a miss. Good slider. And it's 1-2. Virginia 7, William & Mary 2. And Woolfolk from the belt. Kicks, deals. Check swing on a slider that dipped down beneath the strike zone. And Garanson, not even enough for an appeal, did not go. It's a tough pitch to take, but he does so. And 2 balls, 2 strikes. Woolfolk flips the baseball out of his glove into his hand, now rejoins them as he comes set at the belt. Runner behind him at second. The pitch. Skipped into Teal, backhanded on a pick cleanly. And the count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Teal takes a couple of steps out in the direction of the mound and looked like he might have had a couple of words of encouragement for Woolfolk before sidearming the baseball back to the Cavalier closer. Now the payoff pitch from Woolfolk. Down and away, ball 4. Runner breaking from third as it gets away from Teal. And in safely at third, And that will be the first walk of the season allowed by Jay Woolfolk. So now Cole Ragone and Virginia going to send Kyle Teal out of the mound to chat with Jay Woolfolk. Haven't looked at the ACC scoreboard today. North Carolina is in action today against Western Carolina and lead it 6-3 as now Drew Dickinson's going to go join the conference. Tar Heels 6, Catamounts 3. That game's in the 4th inning, and UNC actually has a double midweek set. They will face Penn State tomorrow before Virginia comes to town for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. NC State and UNC Greensboro tied at 11 in the 7th. NC State, one of the other unbeaten teams still remaining in the ACC. Wake Forest is the other one. And the Demon Deacons are not in action today, although I believe they have a midweek game tomorrow. No, they do not. I thought I had seen that, but I guess not. Either way, meeting adjourned and Woolfolk back to action. Pitch to Ragone is a called strike. 0-1. Runners at the corners with nobody out. Woolfolk from the belt. And the righty deals. Swinging a tapper towards third. Fielded by Geloff. They'll come to the plate, and they've got the man headed home. And safe the call. As somehow Carmichael got in. I beg your pardon, Teal dropped it. Was blocked from my vantage point, but that would obviously make sense. Teal just did not hang on to the ball as the throw came in. They had the runner in plenty of time, but the catch was not secured, and so make it a 7-3 ball game. Now Irio Takis taking the 0-1 pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. So first and second, still nobody out. And a fastball over the inside corner for a strike. Ragone does get an RBI, by the way, his 11th of the year. 7-3 our score. Runners at first and second, nobody out. The other thing to keep an eye on is Woolfolk's pitch count. Virginia obviously does not want him to really have to air it out today. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a foul ball back. Still nobody out in the inning. By the way, I beg your pardon, Wake Forest is in action today and right now trailing Coastal Carolina 8-5 in the 5th. That game in Conway. So both NC State and Wake Forest tested and both on the road this afternoon. 1-2 pitch now from Woolfolk. Up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Jay about to throw his 20th pitch, and there is activity in that Virginia bullpen. Again, there's got to be a number that I don't think Virginia wants Jay to go past in terms of pitch count. 2-2 pitch. Inside corner, strike 3 called. Fastball to freeze Irio Takis, and that is out number 1 here in the 9th. So now a ground ball double play away from getting out of this thing. And he's going to face his old high school teammate in Corey Adams. A couple of Benedictine graduates a year apart. And Adams and Woolfolk now. First and second, 1 out, the pitch. Slider misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. One run home in the inning for William and Mary. Now the 1-0 pitch. Fastball for a strike called. Count even up at 1-1. Perfectly placed at the knees to even the count. At second base, Goranson. At first, Cole Ragone. The 1-1. Swinging a ground ball over to first. Anderson spins, fires to second. That's the only out they'll get. A little bit of a slowly developing play. It was going to be tough to turn anyway. Adams runs well. So over to third base goes Goranson, and out at second, Ragone. Adams now at first for Noah Zertuch. 2 men on with 2 men out. And Woolfolk looks over his shoulder at first. Now to the plate. Fastball at the knees for a called strike. Now the 0-1, swing and a miss. Fastball blew it by him. And now Jay Woolfolk 1 strike away from locking down the win for Virginia. The Who's 7, the Tribe 3 here in the 9th. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. And Woolfolk deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it. Couple of strikeouts in the 9th for Jay Woolfolk, and the Who's victorious again to complete the 9-0 homestand, and Virginia improves to 12-0 on the season. Wahoos will go into ACC play on a high note. Our final from Disharoon Park today, Virginia 7, William and Mary 3. Tribe do get a run in this 9th inning on a hit and leave a couple of men on base. And Jay Woolfolk, a little bit of lifting in this 9th, but ultimately gets the job done. So the win will go to Connolly Early, and Early will improve to 3-0 on the season, and the loss will be tagged to William & Mary starter Owen Pierce. With the loss, William & Mary is now 7-5 on the season, and with the win, again, Virginia remains unbeaten. They are 12-0. Virginia, the 4th time in Brian O'Connor's tenure that the Who's have been off to a 12-0 start. 2009, 13, 22, and now 2023. Next up, it's ACC play. Virginia to take on North Carolina in Chapel Hill, scheduled for a 6 o'clock start Friday, 2 o'clock start Saturday, at 1 p.m. for the finale on Sunday. We will have those games for you on 1070 AM, 98.9 FM, WINA.com, and, of course, anywhere on the Virginia Sports app and through virginiasports.com and the Virginia baseball page. Hope you will join us for those broadcasts over the air this weekend from Chapel Hill. But for today, we are out of time. Big thanks to everybody who helped make the broadcast possible and for everybody involved. I'm Channing Poole saying I hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and I know you enjoyed the result. One final time, our final score from Davenport Field at Disharoon Park. It was Virginia 7, William & Mary 3. Until next time, thanks for listening, everybody.